Hi there, welcome back to our Ask Me Anything segment where we take a work related question and ask Gerald. That's my job. Well, Gerald, today's question was sent in by one of our listeners. His name is Gray. So, Gray says, I feel that notice periods are getting longer. Sometimes you get 2 months' notice, 3 months' notice, and these are, more and more common. Is paying back salary in lieu worth it, or should one consider quitting first and look for jobs on the go? So, if I understand Gray correctly, he's caught in a bind because he's worried that if he gets a good job but has to serve a 3-month notice period, the other company might not agree to wait for him. Then again, there's no guarantee that he will find a job once he starts his job hunt again. So, Gerald, firstly, is it common that notice periods are getting longer?
Personally, I don't think it's getting more common. I think usually notice periods are still the standard 1 month. Maybe for certain job roles that are more senior level or executive levels, they might have longer notice periods. For certain industries like education, or consultancies, where they have to service projects or to teach through a semester, the longer notice periods are needed so that they prevent disruption of the business operations lah.
Okay.
So I think the norm by and large is still very much it's not getting longer lah, per
Okay.
se. If they want to set some longer notice periods, there is a repercussion lah.
You're
People
right.
won't want to join the company.
Yeah, because they will be thinking, I have to give a 3-month notice period. That's a too long a time.
Yeah, but there are some companies who still want to do that as a move to try to deter resignations lah. But
I see.
in the long run, you also will erode away, attracting potential candidates to join your company, because these things become important. People want mobility
Yeah.
as much as possible lah.
So what would you advise Gray? Because Gray is thinking,
Pay or
okay,
not
should
pay,
I, pay or not pay?
Okay. So if Gray, you have found a job already, and if the employer is willing to wait, then serve out your notice.
So
don't
ask
pay back.
first. The next hiring manager say, my notice period is 3 months. Would you be okay to wait for me? And if they say yes, then you stay with it. If they
Yeah.
say no,
Then you have to take it back to your company, and then start to engage perhaps your HR in a conversation already, because
Okay.
you have to look through your terms of the contract and start to work out with HR how, if I want to leave without serving up my notice in full, how much do I have to pay back?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's prorated, right?
The
It's not.
most almost in all situations is prorated.
Okay,
because
so then when you
also
do
like
the
leave days and all that.
yeah, when you do your cost benefit analysis, maybe you just go, okay, it's actually not that expensive.
Yeah. So I think the payback is quite a norm for many people, but just make sure that you discuss with HR early so that you avoid confusion about the amount to pay. And also, I think a lot of these correspondences should be written over email, because I have heard and seen some cases where verbal discussions, right, and then after it create misunderstandings.
Okay.
Like, or when you can really leave, and it's difficult for a Gray, because if Gray is having another employee waiting for him,
Yeah.
right, then you want to kind of disengage from your current role properly so that you can
Yes.
focus there, and all
You
this
want to get into a
uncertainty.
tussle, right? With them. Okay.
Exactly. So capturing all this information on paper is pretty important, so that you protect yourself lah.
Okay, so it sounds like it can be quite a lengthy process and also quite a lot of work. So would you recommend then, Gray, to say, okay, then, if you don't want any of these inconveniences, just quit your job and then start your job search?
It's possible also, maybe your new employer could be willing to buy out your contract.
That's true.
Yeah, so it
Yes.
happens in certain positions, maybe more specialized, more niche roles where they really need you, and they can't find anybody else. You're the best person, right? It's possible that the employer might buy over the notice period as well. So it has happened before, right? But going to the last point here, what if Gray wants to leave without a job, and take his time to serve out his notice, at the same time look for a job search on that point, right? It can be a bit risky, right? And I don't think it's a strategy for everyone.
Yeah.
So when we want to quit our job and job search, during notice period, we have no guarantees of an outcome. Job search
Yeah.
can last anything from a month, right, to maybe 6 months.
Yeah, or 12. Some people might, still
That's
be going
right.
on for 12 months
That's right.
on
And
end.
then the anxiety that will kick in, after a while, as you're getting closer and closer to your end of your notice, right, you might start to get more and more worried lah.
Yes.
But some people, they are okay with it. There are some people who might be able to write out the unemployment, and they are pretty chill about it. So usually, what's the difference between these two people? Then I think it's really on how much resources you have.
Mm.
So you have to, if you want to do that, great. You have to really compute the support that you have financially.
Okay,
Maybe even the emotional support, the people around you, are they dependent on you?
I see.
What do they think about your decision as well? If they are
Yeah.
saying no, 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 please don't do it, and then you are like, no, I cannot, I will do it and do it.
Yeah.
Then I think it's going to be a very difficult journey ahead.
Yeah, because while you are job hunting, you always get these people at the around you going, that was a bad idea, or go and find a job, go and find a job.
It's like, you see, I told you so,
Yeah.
that kind of conversation. And then also you have to look at how well versed you are in job search. So there are people who have not job search for 15 years,
Ah,
and then they want to take this leap of faith, right? It's
Yes.
a very big leap
yes.
as compared to somebody who has been changing job quite regularly. Also, you have to look at maybe the networks of a person, whether Gray has a good connection of professional acquaintances who know about him
Yes.
and who are willing to refer him to new jobs.
Yes, and
So-
that can then happen very quickly. The job search can be quite fast.
That's right. So when we have to consider the whole context of this, right? The resources you have, their familiarity with job search, your professional networks, and your confidence to basically manage this thing without a job, right? Because sometimes it's very different when you don't have a job or you're on the brink of losing your job and you have to engage in job search. It will affect you in a certain way, and
For sure.
maybe not. You're not at your optimal state when you are interviewing for jobs.
Yeah. Well, Gray, hopefully our conversation today gives you some tips. We hope that, after today, you'll be able to make a smart choice, one that works for you. If, like Gray, you have a work-related question, let us know. We're at CNA Podcasts at mediacorp.com.sg. We're also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. While you're there, subscribe to us.
I'm Gerald.
And I'm Tiffany. Have a good work week ahead.